Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Ballroom Week here in the Spotlight. And tonight, I am your host, the James Icon. And tonight, we will sit down with one of my members, a son of mine who I've known for a very long time, who I love dearly, whose name is Oliver Icon. Oliver does hail from Baltimore, Maryland. We'll sit down and have a candid conversation with Oliver and the things that he's gone through in and out of ballroom. But of course, before we begin, we would like to tell you a little bit about Ballroom We Care. Ballroom We Care emerged as a grassroots intervention in 2017, born from the concern of four influential ballroom leaders, Tim Lavin, Uncle Mike Ebony, Luna Khan, and the late, great, iconic Hector Extravaganza, in response to the devastating impact of crystal meth in the New York City ballroom scene. Today, the dedicated team at Ballroom We Care comprises um, of Tim Tobias Lavin, Uncle Mike Haynes, Ebony, Johnny Gualapo, Tabitha Gonzalez Magella, and James Means. Fueled by the unwavering passion, Ballroom We Care strives to offer vital support, education, awareness, and cultural sensitive resources to our beloved ballroom community members grappling with crystal meth use and its associated mental health challenges. We invite you to explore our website at www.ballroomwecare.org and join us on our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, where you can find us at Ballroom We Care. Together, we uplift and we heal. Tonight, join us for an interview with Oliver Icon, a candid discussion on the realities we face in ballroom and beyond. Ballroom is not just a community, it is our refuge, our sanctuary. Over the years, we have weathered storms of substance use, endured the pain of abuse, fought against negligence, confronted the specters of homophobia and transphobia, battled discrimination based on gender identity, grappled with the injustice of the justice system, tackled mental health issues head on, and mourned the loss of our loved ones. We have seen individuals cry out for help on social media only to lose them later tragically. We have witnessed the senseless violence that has claimed the lives of some of our trans sisters, some of who come from ballroom. In the face of all of this, our ballroom community remains unyielding, our spirit unbreakable. Tonight in this interview, we aim to highlight the challenges that have touched our lives in ballroom and extended beyond its borders. Our goal is to raise awareness. Our goal is to raise awareness about the various disparities we encounter, explore community-driven solutions, highlight warning signs we should never ignore, and provide insight on how to chase dreams and reach for the stars despite the odds. Those are bars, okay? Let us come together, learn and grow as a community. Together we can overcome and we can most certainly thrive. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on our guest tonight, Oliver Icon. Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? How you feeling?
Nothing. Just cooking dinner.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, joining us today. Your shirt is cute. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Good. So I'm glad that you're here with us today. And tonight, as you know, we'll be having a one-on-one conversation about some things, and I want you to know that it's a safe space, and I want you to be as comfortable and, share what you feel comfortable in sharing. Okay. No pressure. But so let's just start off. Let's just go for it. Okay, where are you from? I already told everybody where you're from, but explain to us where you from in Baltimore.
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from anywhere. I can go to any hood and I blend in. Like I got no problem with going to any hood, and I ain't got no problem with blending in with anybody. So I'm from a little bit of everywhere. My mom's from over west, so we claim West Baltimore. But my
Okay.
dad from down the hill, so we claim down the hill. So a little bit everywhere.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your upbringing, since you mentioned your mom and dad.
Um, well, my birth father got killed when I was at the age of 6.
God
My
bless.
mom got married to my stepdad. My mom got with my stepdad when I was 13. Before then, whatever. But so with between them two is 5 kids, 4 girls. I'm the only boy. So with that being said, I stick out. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say I was the rebel child, but I was the boy, so I got in more trouble than anybody else.
Right. Are you the
So,
oldest?
no, I'm second to the oldest.
Okay.
But you would think I was the baby.
Okay. Well, being the only boy, I'm sure, you know, and a whole
Yes,
bunch of
yes,
sisters, you're
yes,
spoiled, right?
yes, right, all right.
Tell us a little bit about school and stuff. Like, where did you go to school at?
I went to Lake Clifton Eastern High School. Like if I can do my high school years over, I would. But I had fun. I met some good friends. I'm still friends with people from high school. We still are friends to this day, and that was 20 plus years ago. You know what I'm saying? So we are still good friends to this day. Um, I've been into like dancing. Started going out to Baltimore clubs at the age of like 15 years old, hanging out, dancing, been in dance groups. What else? I didn't get into like the gay life until I was like out of high school, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
I ain't into ballroom until like '02. No, '02, '03,
Around now. Okay.
like
Around
something
02.
like that.
02.
Like '02.
Okay. So another fun fact that people don't know about you. Tell us about your business.
Oh, I'm a fashion designer. I sew. I started sewing at the age of 17. I met a
Hmm.
guy who was supposed to make my prom stuff. He was making stuff for my fashion show. And he was gay, and I was going through my little changes of who I wanted to be. And he was handsome, he dressed nice, he wasn't flamboyant. And I sat in his house one night and I watched him make all of these girls' prom dresses in one night. And I watched all the money he got the next day. I'm like, I want to teach myself how to do that. So I graduated high school. My grandmother asked me what did I want for my graduation. I told her I wanted a sewing machine. That following year, I was making prom dresses.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. And so what's that about? How long you been doing that now?
20 some years.
Okay. Okay. Good. That's right. That's what's up. What do you say would be your specialty? Men's wear, women's wear?
Women's like I can make a female something without even taking her measurements. I made
Oh,
my biggest accomplishment so far with sewing was being able to make my little sister wedding gown. She showed me a dress that she wanted, and I was able to produce that gown in 3 days.
that's
So
dope. That's
that
dope.
was
And I know that's special. I know she was very happy about that.
yeah,
That's what's dope. That's dope. I love that. Okay. So how were you introduced to ballroom?
um, hmm, the same guy who told me how to sew.
Uh,
Yo, so one night he said, "Can you?" I was still in high school. He said, "Can you stay out all night?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm grown. I'm still in high school, 12th grade. Stayed out all night. Went to his house. Man, dude got my hair retwisted. He got me an outfit. But my shit, like he got me right. Like got me a facial together. Like I'm like, yes, goes to Philly. But first of all, you wakes me up at 2 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, like, all right, go get in the shower, get ready. I'm like 12 o'clock, like, bitch. I'm like, the club over at 2. Like, where we going?
right. Right.
We get to Philly, or we get to Philly and straight. Uh, like it's like 2, 3 o'clock by the time we get there. Boss just started. I'm like, what in the world is going on? All I see is just like all of these people, like tags, they just going. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I never forget. So we went in there. I don't know who ball it was, but I know whatever ball it was, the lights went out, and Sandy was coming down the aisle with a butcher knife.
God bless
Yo,
Sandy
and
D.
I
Oh, my.
think this is when like Angel had just came back out, and he was like, "That's him." And Angel was like really cool. He's like, "That's Angel Revlon." And she had all this real hair. She kept throwing her hair around. I was like, "Yo!" And I met first film queen I met was Keisha Carr, and she was
Mhm.
sitting down, and she was sitting like this. And I was just looking. She was like, "What you looking at, faggot?" She was like, "You see my dick?" I was like, "Bitch, what?" He was like, "You know that's a man." I was like, "You was lying." And that's
Oh
how I
no!
got introduced to ballroom. I was like
Oh,
17. And
wow! So you had an experience on the first
yeah, and I
night.
was out all night. Like we was out all night, and he was, "Don't talk to him, don't talk to him, don't talk to him." That's the I was just like, yo. So, but my biggest thing was like I got obsessed with the film queens. It was more
Mm-hmm.
so like how a man can look like a woman and be so confident with walking outside like that every day. That takes a strong individual. I don't give a fuck what nobody say to put a wig on and walk outside as a man. As I suppose the men's supposed to be the strongest, but for him, that takes a lot. I don't got that strength to do that. You know what I'm saying? So for them to be able to come outside and look, I just was so amazed by how this is this and this. It was just that was amazing to me. So that's how I really got into it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Mm-hmm.
and
And being
then
17 and stuff like that, right? You don't know the proper terminologies and everything like that, and you like, wow, how can you transition from that to that to this and that, and you supposed to be this, but you look like this, right? And that's crazy. Shout outs to the old Father Brian Gus, not Gus. Oh my God, Father Brian Nuclear. I see you in there. What's up? Congratulations on your new position as well. So, what was your first house?
icon. My
Okay,
first house was
okay.
my
And
first
what was
house
your
was
first category?
schoolboy realness and realness with schoolboy
Mm-hmm.
realness for choice. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to vote. I wanted to vote after I say Mika.
Mika. What was it about Mika when you seen her vote? Like, because Mika's our
I get
favorite, right?
chill. I get chills when I think about Mika. Like, and I like, yo, she was just so kind. Like she was kind, like, and it was so woman like, and it just came so natural. Like, and this is when like they had just opened up the House of Prodigy. I had went to the Prodigy ball, and she had that
Uh-huh.
black gown on. Her hair was pent up. Oh my God, she had this. I was just so in love with her. I had this picture of her. I had blown up in my wall. Like this, the way she, but like that whole early 2000s, like yo, Mika was the deal to me. Like her Johnny's, the way they used to vote, that made me wanted to vote. I wanted to vote like a film queen. Like, bitch, I wanted to catwalk like Mika. Like, I wanted to dunk walk like Mika. Like, bitch, that was everything. Like,
Right.
yes. But yeah, schoolboy realness and realness with a choice. But
Okay. And who was some of your ballroom favorites? You already mentioned Mika.
as far as realness with a twist, my favorites was Quincy.
God bless Quincy.
Yes, Lord. The August ones.
Mm-hmm. Andre and Anthony. Shout outs to Andre and Anthony.
Um, Bones.
Bones.
Bones was one of those ones that was on my list. I always wanted to vote against Bones, and they don't got that clip, but that clip from Philly, that ball, I voted against Bones, and I won over him that night. And bitch, that was just like a big thing to me because that was like one of my favorite. Like Bones was really like one of my favorites. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely I'm a film queen man. Mika, Shantae, and uh, I love my Sanayas. Like I like them older girls. I like my Rondas, my sex siren girls. I'm a film queen category. Like I'm not too. I don't really care about bush queen category. Any film queen category. That was I joined the House of Icon because it was a film queen house. Like it
Right.
was so. Yeah, I mean, so any film queen categories, I got my favorite people. That you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. Definitely. So looking at ballroom today, we seen shows like Pose, Legendary, and a few others, right? When you look at it now, how do you view the current state of ballroom today?
I don't get it.
Elaborate on.
I don't get it. Like it's not fair. It's politics. It's who knows who. It's like I didn't been, and that's why I don't even go to bars anymore. Like I've ever watched them on YouTube, the little clips that you because they don't. It's not fair.
Mhm.
They picking their girlfriends and not really like shorty really. You know what I'm saying they picking who sitting next to you or who you know because of somebody else. Like, it's not fair. Like I just it's no
You don't
fun
think
in it
they
no
be
more.
judging the talent?
Hell no. Hell no.
Mm,
And it be that some of these people do, and they don't even be through. They shouldn't make it like, and I don't know how those I know that stuff don't matter to me. Like when I vote for fun. I did it because it was something I wanted to do. It was fun.
right.
It was my people doing it, or we gonna go out here, we gonna fuck this for up tonight. We gonna go home tomorrow tonight. We gonna smoke our blunt. We gonna talk about it, and that's it. Tomorrow we gonna go to work. Like
Right.
that's it.
Right.
Like that's what I'm saying. It was
Right.
fun. Like and now it's like bitch, you can go in your room like, bitch, I'm walking this ball. You got an outfit, like pull something together. Now they want you to bring in $1,000 looks and all of that for you to, you know what I mean, for you to get up there and I'm gonna say a child because this person, because you slept with this person right here, boyfriend, or he don't see you because no, like, it's crazy to me. But
Right.
I
So
know.
listen, so you said that about chops, right? So today's
Mhm.
culture, a lot of times I see, and I'm sure you've seen too, where a lot of people have become really upset over a chop. So, and I've
Mhm.
seen conversations online as well as possibly removing chops from bulls. Do you think that that's something that might
No,
work, or what's your view on
no,
that?
I feel like
Chops are
this should be
necessary.
shots are necessary because you need to. It just wasn't your night. Like if that's just like falling. If you don't fall, how you gonna know? You got to keep getting up. You got to up your game the next time. The next time you just gotta come a little better. Somebody just keep allowing you to come through, and you're never going to see how it is to not be able to. You need to know like, oh well, next week next month I'm gonna pull it together because such and such. But yeah, I think the chops need to be like
Yeah.
I
So
would.
you feel like the chop might actually encourage a person to do better.
Yeah, yeah, I think it would encourage. I don't look at it as, for example, I walk the Kiki ball. You know what I'm saying? And from what I got from streetwear to what streetwear is at a Kiki ball is totally different. You see what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I'm going off what regular ballroom streetwear is supposed to look like. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm like, how did? But then again, it's everything is different. So I was, you know what I mean?
Evolution,
Like you
change,
gotta lose,
people.
and it wasn't no shades given. Okay, bitch, I want my lick bag. I'm going my
That's
lick
okay.
bag. That's
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 all
that's that's
right.
how it is. Bitch, I'm not
I mean,
mad. Like, oh, sis, that's how y'all plan it, and that's how we all go. Oh, so now I know. So, bitch, next time I'm coming because I'm coming hard, and I want you and you. I want both of y'all. Come on, I
and
want my
tell us
lick
what
bag.
Kiki house you in.
Huh?
What Kiki house are you in?
Right now I'm a 007.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, for real.
All right, we're gonna leave that alone right there. So I got another question. Today's Realness with a Twist is one of the most anticipated categories influencing people in different cultures, as we know worldwide. What are your thoughts about the category today, as far as Realness with a Twist?
They need to them boys Realness with a Twist is nothing like how Realness with a Twist was when I see for example Stacy. That's who the first person I ever seen. Stacy Babylon was the first person I ever seen walk Realness with a Twist in Philly. And from what that is, that's how I wanted to. I was looked at Stacy and rolled. So from that to what these boys doing now,
Mm-hmm.
like they sisters. They sisters. They not twisters. They sisters. They not. These are sisters, baby.
Oh,
They.
God.
I don't see a real. First of all, though, they don't need like. That's not even. They don't even be real. I
Okay.
ain't even like. They just. It's all within who you know, and I think that's crazy. Like it's just them boys don't date. And then boy, Willis with Twist boys should not be back there doing no backflips. All them do dance moving. Like you just rolling it look like you supposed to look like a boy trying to vogue. I thought that's what it was.
Well,
These things
originally,
these are
originally.
ballerinas. They ballerinas.
Well,
They are
performance
they're
enhancing. I
even
think that's
they are ballerinas. They are doing floor splits. Boys are not doing that. They was not doing that day. These
true.
boys these days are ballerinas and they doing oh no. No.
So, with
That's
that, what would you like to see differently about the category? What would you like the category? What would you like it to change to? From what?
just make it Bush Queen Vogue film open to all and cut it. It's not running over twist no more. They not
Okay.
you might as well have your regular beginner Vogue and your Vogue film. They're not and have just they just walk regular schoolboy runners or whatever. They don't vote like these twisters vote like sisters. Like how are you able to put a twister and a sister on a team or to give them a routine and they can do it and look just the same and get through? That's not supposed to happen. They're not supposed to be able to look identical like they're not
Right.
supposed to do that. Like, that's not really for twist to me. That's just my
I,
opinion. I mean,
I
I don't nowadays if I had to pick, I don't see none of them.
Okay. Yes,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah. Well, with the state of performance today and all over the world, and like I said earlier, the show's legendary. Everybody seems to mimic, like you said, Vogue Femme and Femme Queen performance, right? So everybody is doing that. That's what's getting the crowd high. But I agree. Originally the category was um you're not supposed to be able to Vogue, or like, well, you were trying to emulate a Femme
Yes,
Queen performance or something like
yes,
that, right? So
yes.
yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, so, but when you do see something now, then you got to say, or I wonder, um, is there anybody that you see today that does get you hyped in the category? Like, even though the performance is at an elevated level, when you watch it, some of them, who gets you hyped? Like, you know what though?
Um, Cam Prodigy.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Shout out to the icon, Kim Prodigy.
Cam
Kim, Kim,
Prodigy.
Kim, Kim.
Yeah, Cam, but I think he vogues. He can vogue, and it doesn't look so feminine.
It doesn't.
But
Right.
it
It's true.
doesn't. It still looks like a boy voguing. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's not sloppy. He's not falling out of his depths. It's neat. So,
Yeah.
and but that's the first person when I think that's the only person I will actually watch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Because he
For real,
does
for real.
perform.
I
Shout out to
can't really. I don't know these new people,
you. Don't know
and
their
none of
name.
them. I don't know these new people. And Lil DeAndre, I like Lil DeAndre when he do come out every now and then. Um,
Balenciaga.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know them people. I can't keep up with them. Like I just, baby, when they start doing backflips and
They lose
mm,
you. They lose you.
they lost me. They lost me.
Okay. All right. Well, so we
Mhm.
got through the ballroom stuff. Let's dive into the nitty gritty. All right. So, first question I want to ask you. Could you share how you were first introduced to crystal meth and your initial experience with it? Walk us through that.
Okay. Okay, my very first experience with crystal meth. I went to New York to go get some fabric. This was back in Escalita days. I went to Escalitas to get some coke.
Hmm.
And this time I went out with Escalitas by myself, had a hotel room, ran out of drugs, and guy was on Jack, met some Puerto Rican guy, and he came over. He was fine. And he was like, let's go in the bathroom. Turned the shower on, went in the bathroom. He was like, you want to hit this? It's going to cost you, though. I got it for sale. He like, I ain't got no coke, but I got this and this. And this. I was like, well, bitch, I'm not paying for that, man. Louis, bitch, I did it. He was like, I'm going to make you feel good. And he licked the thing, put it in a bowl, did it, hit it. Never told nobody this story. And I did it. And I only hit it twice. I was real horny. We got crazy that day. Then that morning, I was able to go home. Never done it for a while. I mean, I think I was like maybe a year. Once I turned 30, life started lifing for real,
Hmm.
for real. Um,
Hmm.
and I kept hearing about somebody that I liked was doing it, and I wanted to know if they was doing it. So I created a Jack page saying that I was a dealer and I had it and all this other kind of stuff. And trying to find this one person because I wanted to have him. And the whole time, I had two Jack pages, and one of my pages, I was talking to somebody. He was handsome,
Hmm.
fuck, and um, I forgot how I was talking to him, but I was talking to
Hmm.
him on my fake page. I invited him to my house. When he came to my
Hmm.
house, he came and he bought. We was talking about smoking. We never said what. When he came to my house, I was like, "Well, I'm about to eat." He's like, "Yo, you gonna eat before you smoke? Who the fuck does that?" I was like, "Well, nigga, I've been smoking all day. Like, I'm hungry." Not saying what I'm smoking. So when he got in my house, I was sitting at my sewing machine sewing, and I was like, "Well, I'm about to roll up." He was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna get the shit ready." I turned around. He had a bowl and a torch in his hand, about to light it up. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I was like, "Yo, damn!" And I had to explain to him why I made the Jack page and all this other kind of shit. And he was like, "Well, you ain't gotta do it. I won't do it." And I'm like, "No, yo, you cool. No judgment zone. Bye, bye, bye." But I want to see how I make you act and all this other kind of shit. Um, so he did it. He was chill. He went to the bathroom, and when he went to the bathroom, I picked it up. And
Mm.
I didn't. I lit it, and he came out like, "Yo, shorty, what you doing?" I go stop, like, and I was like, "It's too late." And he was like, "Well, I'm gonna show you how to do it." Show me how to do it. And, he stayed with me for like a whole weekend, and
Mhm.
from that point, it was just like, well, off again. I'm gonna do it here, do it there, do it here, do it there, and doing it here, doing it there. 9 years later,
And here you are,
you know,
9 years later. So during that 9 years, would you would you say like it became an addiction for you, or was it? Did you feel like you did it every once in a while? Did you feel like you had control of your desires, with their cravings? Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, I didn't know what I was addicted to it until I went to rehab, and I found
Okay.
because I felt like if I do it, a week out of the month, I'm good. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I'm doing it every day, so I ain't jacket. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm able to kind of keep my look up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean I'm good. It was I could do it a couple of days out the month. I mean ain't nobody gonna know. And then a couple of days out the month became a couple of weeks out the month. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of weeks out the month became not all the time, but I get high for a couple of days, and then I start get high again for a couple of days and stop get high again
Hmm.
over the years, but I just got tired getting high. So that's just bullshit.
Yeah, that's how I am. So many individuals facing addiction tend to isolate themselves and seek environments where they support their drug use, like places where people get high and stuff together. Can you describe, was these any of your experiences? And if so, how did you deal with that?
I cut off like family, friends. Again, I told you I have friends from high school that we still hang out. Friends that guy was saying that taught me how to sew would call and want to hang out, and I would come up with some reason not to hang out, not to be able to go out because I want to be in a house and meeting my clients, meeting my clients at the fabric store because I didn't want them to come to my apartment because my apartment was dirty because I didn't clean up because while I was in the house. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like the high spots for me was like at somebody's house. You know what I mean? I got high, we had sex. Like that's what
Hmm.
it was. It was like we gonna get high, we gonna do our thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
one thing would lead to another, to lead to another, to lead to another, and it would be a constant dude after dude after dude after dude after dude after dude. Would be like,
Right.
wow, like,
Wow.
but yeah, like
So you
it
should
was
go ahead.
quick. I feel like my spots was people houses, hotel. For me, I would get a hotel room. Like
Okay.
my spot, because I felt like I was in control of the situation. I could
Mhm.
slightly control what was going on, who was saying what, or it's only but so much you want to do in a hotel room. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
it was, yeah, I mean, yeah, my thing was a hotel room. I never tried to really go to people's houses, or if I did go to somebody's house, 9 or 10, it was, I mean, we was fucking. I mean, I don't know if I should say it like that, but yeah,
Straight
yeah,
up,
man.
right? Like you did,
Like, well, yeah, it was that, but after a while, man, just the way people start to look at you and disrespect you and talk to you and treat you as like,
Mhm.
I mean, it's not cool.
It's not cool.
It's not,
Yeah, I could
it's not
imagine. I
cool.
could
Like,
imagine. Yeah, so that was tough. So when you isolated yourself from your family and stuff like that, did you think that people knew what was going on with you at the time? Like those closest to you, per se.
they knew something, but I mean, I'm the type you ask. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Like,
So
I'm gonna
you're
tell
open.
you. Like, I'm open. Like, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I keep no secrets, and sometimes that could backfire against me. But I'm that type. I don't keep no secrets, and I'm the type that I think is sometimes it's best to talk. You know what I'm saying? So when I dipped off and went on my own, or didn't talk to people for a couple of days, okay, they knew what it was. Like they knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't answer my phone for a couple. Again, I had four sisters.
Hmm.
Let me not answer my phone for a day. Something was up.
Right.
Somebody you talked the wrong down, blah blah blah. Like what's going on? I cannot go like so. When I started to do stuff like that, it became a problem. And I just watched how many birthdays I missed, how many family gatherings I missed, and going out to eat and eating crabs and moments of laughter and crying and stuff like that. Like that stole all of the moments away from me. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like,
so you're talking about over years that you
yeah,
separated yourself from your
yeah,
family. Wow.
yeah. Like, I dip back and forth all if and on, you know what I'm saying? Like, hang out here and hang out there,
Right,
come
right,
around
right.
to us and there. But yeah, but for a long time like I knew if people one day I walked past the mirror, I was downtown with my mother, and I walked past the mirror and I looked at myself and I
Mm,
backed up and she backed up and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I looked at myself, all I can do is cry. Man, I was like 119 pounds.
wow.
Nothing could fit me. And I wear
Mm,
smalls.
mm-hmm.
Like nothing could fit. Like it was like, man, I don't want to look like this no more.
I hear you.
I don't want to look like this. Like,
I hear you.
yeah, it's like,
That's interesting. So the initial high you get from crystal meth is called the flash. Can you educate our viewers about that experience? Have you ever heard of that terminology, the flash? No.
mm-mm.
So you okay? So you wouldn't be able to really. So you wouldn't really be able to. So how about the
What
come
this
down
is? I
crash?
don't have no competition. All of this that everybody's saying, like, it
Tell it.
depends. If
That's
you
what I'm
high,
saying. Talk about your experience.
okay, so like everybody high is different. I got high to have sex. Anybody
Okay.
can tell you. If I'm on my shit, shorty, yo, I'm going for the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for what I know best, what's going, you know what I mean? I'm not playing, I'm not getting high to sit around nobody and talk. I'm not getting high to sit around and just look crazy. I'm
Right.
not getting high just to be getting high. Baby, I'm getting high because I want sex. I'm getting high because I'm trying to get crazy. And I mean all the nasty stuff, all that, like all that. That's what I got high for. I ain't get high for all that other dumb shit. Like if I got high, I want fuck. If we ain't fucking, I'm going to the next person. So
Okay.
we gotta go. It's as simple as that. So and the like I only had bad experience when I stayed up too long.
Well, you stayed up too long. Okay.
Yeah, because you started hallucinating and
Okay.
not getting any sleep, doing drugs, fucking, not eating, barely drinking water. Like
Mhm.
you start to think stuff or little things start to stick out and you start, what I mean? Like, yeah.
So it's
So
like a meth-induced psychosis, right? And
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
known thing or whatever. And so elaborate about that a little bit more on the mental health challenges with that. Like, how do you feel with that uh, compacted your mental health at that time? Like, if you say you stayed up for a while, or say like you didn't get high, right? You only got high to have sex. Did you have, you know, cravings and stuff like that? What did it do for you mentally? What did it do to
I
you mentally?
had cravings for the drugs. I had craving for I had craving
For
for
the
the
day.
D. Yeah, like that's what I wanted. I ain't want the drugs. Bitch, I wanted the biggest thing on the block.
But the drug.
And,
So
and
how do you correlate the drugs with that though?
what you mean?
Like you just so if you would so okay. So
First of all, I'm gonna get on the ad. I'm gonna find my piece. I'm gonna be stoned before you get here.
you're gonna be
If
stoned.
I don't,
So you getting
I'm be
stoned.
hitting,
So are
huh?
you getting stoned before you get on Jack, or you get on Jack and then you get stoned?
Oh, I get stoned, then get on Jack.
Okay.
So I'm
So
already,
back
I'm
in the day,
already through.
it
So
was yeah.
by the time I get on there, so the
Uh-huh.
first motherfucker that say he trying to come through, I'm already ready. I'm
Right.
already prepared. I'm
So
already
so take
the
us to
witness,
so take
the
us
witness.
through you getting high before you get on Jack. Like what's that setup like?
There's going. Yo, you good? I I'm gonna send the Uber. Just put in the Uber Lyft and send it back to me. All right, I'm about to send you the money now. All right, cool, back. I'm sending my Uber Lyft. He gonna put my shit in my Uber Lyft with some food or something. My shit gonna come to me. I'm gonna get it. By then, I didn't know if he went in the little girl's room, took care of what I had to take care of in there. And by the time and so by the time that got here, all I had to do was get ready. So
Right.
in the midst of that, I already knew my regulars. So I'm already texting them, what you doing tonight?
Right. But
So I'm
what
already wanting.
mentally would get you there though to even make the call to have them stuff? Like what made you want to call to have them deliver?
Because I want it.
Because you
I
want it.
want it. Yeah, I want it. Like
You
it's
want
this wasn't like until being clean and just smoking weed, I didn't. No, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, I thought I it took me a long time to have sex. I wasn't getting penetrated by a guy until I was 25. So
it.
my first time getting penetrated by a guy, I was high off of e-pill. So
Okay.
every time I got penetrated by a guy, it was always a drug involved. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm.
it was always a drug involved in order until I met one guy and we just smoked weed and I he took me to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that's how I know that I don't need a drug to have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like I can smoke a blunt. If I'm really attracted to you like that, I don't need a drug. But
Right.
that's what it was just the sex. It made me open up to be able to get nasty like that. Nasty
So
stuff that I
so
couldn't
would you say you got high to have sex?
yeah.
Yeah, that was just it. Just sex. It wasn't even a craving of getting high or wanting to get high. You wanted
It's
to have
like to
sex.
see
You got high.
and I like to see the smoke come out my mouth. And I like to watch boys watch the smoke that come out their mouth.
Okay, so blowing
I like
clouds
to
is
turn bottoms into tops. That was my thing. That was my thing. Like I have certain things that I like to do. So when I got high, it made me comfortable with doing that. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And I ain't
Okay.
care. Like even though now I'm you know what I'm saying, but back then, like when I'm high, I can just blatantly look, shorty. Oh fuck, look. Yeah, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
it's going that way. Have you ever had a overdose?
No.
No. No. Okay.
Like I didn't had like I guess you would say a withdrawal maybe, kind of
Okay.
sort of, yeah, not
How
an
was that?
overdose.
How was that for
Um,
you?
disgusting. It was
Yeah.
disgusting. It was
Do you mind
disgusting. I
talking
think I
about
was,
it a little bit?
yeah, my mom, I was staying with my mom. They went out of town. Her and my dad, they went to the Ravens game in Miami. I was supposed to go to my little sister house. She was pregnant at the time. I was supposed to go to her house and help her because she was on bed rest. But I stayed at my mother's house and got high. And
Mm,
I got real high. I had a lot of drugs and got really, really, really high to the point that I didn't know who was in the house with me. The doors was unlocked. Like I was turning TVs around. Like it was just I didn't know if people was why. It was I was that high. Like, but the two like after that I started getting high, I started throwing up,
mm,
using the bathroom a lot. Like couldn't keep nothing on my stomach.
mm.
Um, it's coming both ways. Like, and that made me. I think my mom called my best friend or my best friend some kind of way. I don't know how that happened, but my best friend called me. Like when she called me, she like, "What are you doing? What's going on with you?" Somebody told me that they seen you. I knew she was lying 'cause I knew my mother probably called her, but
Mhm.
you know, I said I want to go to rehab, and her and my mother got together, or my mom did something, and they did some calls. And that was like a Saturday or a Friday. That Monday, I was gone.
Right. You was out of there.
I was out of there. I was out of
So
there.
in recent years, many substance use facilities use a harm reduction model. How do you view that concept of harm reduction in the context of mental crystal meth use? So when you went to rehab, did they use a harm reduction concept with you?
I just remember harm reduction.
So harm reduction, like giving you ways to lessen the how do I say explain it for you? A little bit like lessen things happening to you while you're on drugs or after the drugs. So like clean needles, ways
No. They was giving no. They was just giving no. They was giving no. Ain't none. Don't do it. They ain't
right to
giving
use.
you
Just no, they wasn't giving you no safe kit tools or nothing like that.
no, no.
Okay.
They was giving you just don't do it. If you feel
Just
like
don't
it,
do it.
go
They was giving you
to a
straight up,
meeting.
straight
Don't
up,
do it. Go
do
to a
it.
meeting. And that they going to rehab, their biggest thing is find a meeting. But that sometimes that don't work for everybody. Everybody different. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here is helpful for me, but going to a meeting, hearing people's stories and being around a whole bunch of people every day that keeps talking about the same stuff, or people that keep failing and fail. I don't want to see that. I don't want to be reminded of that every day. So that's why I
Right.
stopped doing the meetings. Like I don't
Okay.
want to be a reminder of every single. That's why I don't count my days on how long I've been clean. Like I don't want to keep reminding myself every day that that's what I've been through. Like who wants to keep doing that? I don't want to count every day. I don't know how many days I've been clean. I don't know how many days I'm going to be clean, but I can tell you I'm clean today. That's it.
Absolutely. And like many of us, you may have experienced trauma in your life because it sounds like, that could be a little bit traumatic for you as well. Can you share any personal experiences with trauma and how you cope with them?
Um,
Just issues that you might deal with day to day or something that was very tragic to you, you know, um, life experiences.
Again, turning 30 lifestyle life. And I watched me go from one of the names running around Baltimore City to nobody wants to come to me to get nothing made. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
watch me have everything in the world to land in my mother's basement on a couch. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So mentally, yo, yeah, it'll fuck you up for real. Because doing drugs, like actually, like again, it took a lot from me. You know what I'm saying? Like it took a lot from me. Um,
right, like personally and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, like personally, like it's like the just thinking about all the money that I spent on hotel rooms and like, cause I would do dumb, get Ubers to people's houses and people Uber them to me, and you know what I'm saying? Just it just stole so much from me, man. And that's like, it's some of that shit is, it's not, I'm not trying to get it back, but I do want my life back. I want a better life for myself.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. I love that. So, you spoke about it before, but I want you to go back a little bit. What was the turning point? You said the mirror what do you feel saved you though? Because you said the mirror was what made you want to get into recovery. But what would you say really like saved you from that?
Uh, um, I got three nephews.
Hmm.
I got a 13-year-old nephew. He's, I would say, gay, and he everything is Uncle Rondell, Uncle Rondell. He's at that age now. He looks up for me for everything. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? He got in a fight the other day. He thought that was he was Oh, he was so happy to tell me he got in a fight, and I was so pissed. Like, don't get off no bus to go fight and nobody. I don't care what they say, what they call you. Like, he was so pumped. I beat both of them up. Yes, he did. He whipped there, and yes, you did. But yo, that's not. I ain't cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm the cool uncle. I'm gonna buy you whatever. I'll let you. My nephew is feminine. He wants to wear a crossbag. He want to put his lip gloss on. All that. You know what I'm saying? I get that you taking up for yourself. You don't. I get that, but you don't get. I told him that I don't get on nobody. Don't get off no bus to fight nobody. You don't know who bus stop you at, who they know. Don't do that shit no
Right.
more. And
Be
yo,
safe.
that's one of the reasons. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my nephews to experience. I don't want them to have. I don't him put even one of them. I don't want them to experience what I had to go through as far as with this
Hmm.
Christian shit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I had met so many younger guys, younger than me, 20 something years old, and they all they do is talk about how that get high, and some of them that don't get high, but they've been around it. And they like, it's a bunch of older guys like myself that's doing it in front of these younger guys and getting them high, and that was just one of my things. You was younger than me. I ain't smoke with you.
Hmm.
I just did not do it. I ain't first of all, I like old guys any fucking way. So a younger dude can do a motherfucking thing. That just not wasn't my thing. And it was a little like even for guys to even try to get a younger guy to smoke with dude. That was just like, come on, that's a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's a kid. Like that's a kid. So I guess like knowing that I have a nephew and he's looking up to me, it's
Hmm.
like I gotta stop this shit, yo. I gotta stop this because I don't want him to. I'm making him feel like it's okay, and it's not. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, it's not
Yeah.
okay. It's not. It's just because you can maintain your house or you can maintain to look nice, or it's still not. It's not okay. Like doing the things that it make you doing the things that do to your body. Like it's not okay. I'm one of the ones that maybe came out a little on the lucky side out of it after 9 years, but it's not okay. Like it's
It's
just
not
not
okay.
okay. It's not
So, what
okay.
would you say are some of your biggest challenges in your recovery?
What you mean by challenge? Just as far as like how I'm getting over it?
How to get over it, getting back into the swing of things, rebuilding your
It's
clientele, respect.
it's easy getting back into it. Like I'm just being me. I don't. I just be me. I just go back to being my regular self. Just where I because that person was not me. That person that was getting high. That person was me. That was somebody. That was the fake person. Like I go back to me. I'm not gonna like I had to stop smoking weed when I was in rehab. I kept telling them when I get out, I'm gonna smoke again. I ain't gonna smoke now, but I'm gonna smoke again, and that's fine. But yo, that just be me. I just be me. I mean, and as I got family and friends that calls me every again. My sisters call me every day. My best friend she calls me every. She texts, she calls, like, and that stuff
You got
means
to break some
me and you for a chance. We talk
all
every
day,
day,
every day. Yeah.
all day long. Like you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. Like I got a buddy. I'm my buddy. He's from Alabama. Me and him talk every day. You know what I'm saying? I met him and we became really, really cool. Um, and he's not gay. He's straight. And I mean, that's like my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this man, this is my brother. You know what I mean? And that I had my best times, and I had my best lives sitting at a table with a bunch of straight guys who never even been in a room, better yet, slept in a room with a gay guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I opened their eyes up to a whole bunch of neat. Like I met some of the coolest guys in rehab. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
dope.
I spent like I think it was like 38 days or 28 days with them, something like that. And then from there I went to like a recovery house, stayed there for like 3 months. Man, and I think that's that right there. That was an experience. I'm not gonna say I did not fuck up again after that because I did, but I know I ain't going back to that. I ain't going back to
Right.
somebody telling me they taking my motherfucking phone. I can't call. That's like being locked up. That's why I ain't do nothing to get locked up no more. I ain't doing that shit. I don't want that. Like so, even though I did fuck up and what made me get my shit together, it's like, yo, I don't want to go back to rehab. When you say I'm not doing that, I'm not doing it. I don't want to learn the 12 steps. I don't. They ain't going. That's just not for me. Like it's not like yo. And then again, I got a 13-year-old nephew who calls me every day. He called me
Right.
today. He FaceTime me today. I'm like, why you got a mustache? It's 90 days at school. I want you to see what I look like. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like, yeah. So I go to I mean, like that what keeps me going. And then man, I ain't going from the shit that I had going through my head and the shit that I ain't going back there.
I hear you.
Ain't nobody controlling me like that. They not, and I feel like that's all it is. It's just the people like to control. When they know that you like that, it's like they can control you. You ain't
Mhm.
doing that to me no more. Like you're not doing that to me. Like
See that. I can see that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. How would you perceive the relationship between crystal meth and ballroom? Like, do you think that crystal meth has become such a huge part of ballroom today?
I didn't know the girls above them got high.
Oh,
Yeah, until the last couple of years, and it was like, "Oh, you get lit, sis, come on over."
so it was a party. It was a party.
Yeah, and it was giving. Oh, this is my twister sister. Oh, we about to get lit up in here. I didn't know the ballroom girls get lit. I
Hmm.
thought they was
This
the girls to
is
sniff.
really
I thought they was sniffing. I thought they was sticking to their sniffing their coke, doing their little Molly eating. But no, the shorties, the girls get lit. Like I think it's gonna kill our community, man. I think
mm,
I have, with me getting high over the last couple of years, I watched from the dealers to people that I just knew just gone. You know what I'm saying? Whether they dying from overdoses or being killed or being missing, you know what I'm saying? Like they just gone. Like I had a nigga last night ask me, he not from here. He in Baltimore asked me, so what's up with Drew Hill Park? He said Drew Hill Park close to you. I said, nigga, if you don't say the fuck out of Drew Hill Park, like, like stay up out of there. First of all, it's cold. I'm like, yo, you like,
so,
yo, like
so for the people out there that don't know what Drew Hill Park is, explain to them what Drew Hill Park is.
Drew Hill Park is a park at us when it get dark outside. All the gays, all the DL, all the nasties, they gonna go to Drew Hill Park, and you gonna find you somebody. Not that I have not been out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have, but I'm not going to encourage nobody else to go. I'm
Keep it
not.
true.
I, I'm not
Jay.
going. I'm not going. I have been. I'm not going. I would never go again. But I have definitely been out there. I have. It's real fuck. I'm from Baltimore. I'm Baltimore and I'm gay. Trust me, I've been to Drew Hill. If you ain't if you gay, you in Baltimore, you've been to Drew Hill Park at least
Mm-hmm.
one time. Even with your friends,
Time
if
one
you just
night. Time
yeah,
one night.
even if your friends and y'all just walk through there just to see who out there, y'all been through Drew Hill Park. But it's
Right.
right there. Somebody
Right.
pull a knife. I had somebody pull a knife out on me in Drew Hill Park before.
What?
Yes, it chased me and everything.
What?
Yes, like I like yes, like yes,
Wow.
it was crazy,
Crazy. What? So what are
crazy.
your thoughts about, because today fentanyl has been like a big issue. What are your thoughts about drugs being laced with fentanyl, especially here in Baltimore? You know, we
Yeah,
see a lot of stuff on the news.
yeah. Fentanyl. I had a 25-year-old cousin that overdosed from fentanyl a couple
God
years
bless.
ago.
They
Yeah,
okay?
so fentanyl is um man, I don't know. That shit dangerous. I mean, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do
Mhm.
nothing. You don't want to do nothing. Like if you love your life, you don't want to do nothing. You barely. Then I don't even want to buy weed from the street niggas. I want to
Right.
go to the dispensary. Like
Exactly. Because give us
it'll
straight.
be a little
You
more,
had
but
a
I
couple of
want to make sure I know what I'm getting. Yeah, I guess like it's dangerous. Like you don't know what you're getting for real.
Yeah,
Like
because a couple of months ago on the news, they had a bus not that far over
yeah,
here where they were selling weed and it was laced with fentanyl.
like
You
that.
better
That's
go.
that's dangerous. Like it is dangerous because I got nieces. I got my nieces and nephews are younger than you know what I'm saying, and they going through that age right now. And they smoking or they doing this and it's like yo, I do not want them
Be
to
careful.
do
Don't
that.
smoke with everybody. Don't
Yeah,
smoke
you can't.
everybody weed. You
Right,
can't.
right, right, right,
It's,
right, right.
could you suggest any ideas and approaches to raise awareness about crystal meth use within the ballroom community? Now that you know
Talk
there's so
about
many, like,
talk about it more.
talk about it more. Okay.
Talk about it more. Like reach out to the people that you do know that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here is like make them feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? The people be wanting somebody to talk to. A lot of these people again, people do things for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
People just again, people get high to get high, but it's a reason behind of them
Hmm.
getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like you get high
Right.
because you like behind something. You
Right.
covering up something. You running from something. I had
Right.
my reasons, you know what I'm saying? And everybody does. And stick instead of talking about them or putting them down, go help them out. Go ask them, do they, you know what I'm saying? Ask them, do they offer them, take them out to get something to eat. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Shit like that instead of not wanting to be around them or just, you know what I mean? You get the dudes that just want to fuck you and throw you out and read it to the people. It's just like, I say, just talk to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like if you talk about it more, make it more, and yeah, talk about it. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
that's
by
just
saying that, because you're saying talk about it, if you could offer guidance to individuals currently struggling with drug use, what would you say to them? So say like you knew somebody in particular that you felt like you said you reached out to them because you know what was going on. What would be what would you be your approach to that to help them start the road to recovery?
You know, my first thing would be, yo, come hang out with me.
Okay.
Hang out, and 9 out of 10 they probably gonna be broke. Yeah, treating them something to eat. Yo, come stay
Mhm.
the night at my house. I'm off for the next 2 days. Come stay the night. We gonna cook. We gonna watch some movies. You know what I'm saying? Regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they get used to constantly. Yo, you all right? You good? Constantly. Don't forget. Yo, we hooking up tomorrow. Blah 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 blah. They just not even mention the fact that I know what you're doing because we both know what you're doing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But
Mhm.
once you get comfortable, because once a person get comfortable enough with you, they're gonna tell
Mhm.
you everything you want to know. They're gonna open up to you. You can't force that out of a person. Like, so I want they just sit back and when they get comfortable enough to talk, they talk. You know what I mean? But you gotta let a person be them and just to let them be in a safe space. You know what I'm saying? Some things are not need to be said. Everything is not need to be said. You know what I'm saying? Some things you already know. You know what I
You
mean?
already know.
And I mean, yeah, and I coming from a mother who when my mother caught her what was going on, oh, she let me have it. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't no mother that she ain't hide it. She
Right.
ain't she hid it until she couldn't hide it no more. And it was, oh, you did it. So yo, it's like I hated that feeling. I hated how I had that. So my thing is if I can help somebody else, so I'm not even I ain't gotta talk about it. You already know what you know I know what you're doing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I know what you know that. So only I cause yo, you gonna kind of I'm gonna do my regular shit. You wanna work out with me, you wanna go do this, you gonna go running with me, we gonna walk, we gonna talk, we gonna that's just I'm just gonna be regular.
Dope.
Um
And you spoke about your
so
mom being a support system for you. Who else was a part of the support system, and how did they contribute to your journey? I know you said your mom,
um
sisters.
my mom, my sister, my friends, you. Um again, I would say you and my dad. I would say you and my dad. Like y'all two have played like man, if it wasn't for y'all two, I don't know where I'd be. And my sisters. Man, I love my sisters to death. And my best friend. Oh, she don't play no games. She's another
They
one. Like
did.
my best friend.
Absolutely right. They did.
Baby, my best friend, and she's on it. Like, yo, my best friend is on. Like, she's one of those, so I can call her. She said, she's like, bitch, stop lying. Like,
You was no good. You couldn't beat
yeah,
us at all.
yeah,
You
she was straight tell me, like, yo, you're lying.
right.
Lying. Like,
Like
man, it's like she called me on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, just being like, yo, my sisters, like again, like I told you one time before, like I don't man, we don't talk about my sisters. Just being able to sit on the phone and talk to them about their situations
Mm-hmm.
more than I'm being able to be an ear for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's helping, man. I like that feeling. That
Okay.
makes me want to stay clean. It makes me want to be able to be clean because when my sister call, I want to be able to answer the phone and say, "What's up? What's wrong? What you need?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, like, um,
That's
yeah,
dope.
like
That's dope. So share with us some things in your life that brings a smile to your face. Like what makes Oliver happy?
making stuff. My biggest making stuff and seeing that I brighten some. That's why I make clothes. I like to see my garment on my client and to see them smile and to know that I helped them brighten their day. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
that brings a smile to my to know that I help somebody else's. Somebody helps somebody else. It's not
Right.
for me. It's not all about the money. Yeah, granted, I do want my money, but it's
Right.
just to
Right.
know that I was a right. I was a part of your special day. Like that makes me smile. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm real basic. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Um, like
That's
just chilling in the house. I'm not. It don't take much. Like I sit on FaceTime with my niece, with my sister, and they show me my nephews all day. I said, and I look at my nephews all day long, and we send pictures, and they send pictures to me, and that makes me smile. Like that's all I need. Like I can call my mother. I call her. We go fuss each other out back and forth, stuff like that. And then I share hang up or I hang up. Then we call each other back in 20 minutes. Say what you doing? Like stuff that makes me smile. Like man, this life. Like I get up and smile every day. Like at this point, man, just waking up make me smile. For
that's
real, for
good.
real. So it's
That's
not even like nothing. I can't put just get you one thing. Being able to open my eyes, I'm smiling. You know what I mean, that's
Right.
for real. Like you know what I
Blessing.
mean, for real.
It's definitely a blessing. What are what are the most profound lessons that you've learned from your that you have gained from your experience with crystal meth? This journey, let's say this journey. And a journey that you're still on.
Um, okay.
Take your time.
Nobody's gonna love you like you love yourself.
Mm, okay.
Jada Pinkett said this thing. She was sitting at the table on her little for the red table talk. She said, um, "We show people how to love us."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out here, and I know if I'm out here doing all this dumbass shit to myself, letting niggas see me put all these, I'm just getting high, just doing reckless shit. Motherfuckers ain't going, they gonna disrespect me, and they going, and I don't like that. I don't like, and I'm a king, so when I walk in the room, I want respect, and I feel like if I got high, I get that. And I'm learning the more I keep myself on track and do the right thing, the more respect that I get when I walk in the room. And
Mhm.
I like the fact when I walk in the room, I walk in there and cock you with my head up and my chest out. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm the shit. I'm sorry, I am. Like, bitch, I'm that girl. Like, like, and I had like, man, again, having a talk with you, and I ran across one of my high school teachers,
Mhm.
a guy, and yo, me and this man, we done like he said that he like sure he like yo, you are really like you the shit. Like you got some yeah, you the shit. He like yo, just gotta think smart and not think dumb,
Gotcha.
basically.
He
You know
gave
what
you
I'm
some good
saying?
words of wisdom.
He did. And man, I just yeah, like
Yeah. What is some exciting endeavors or plans do you have on the horizon for you? Like, what's next for Oliver? What does Oliver have? And tell the people what's the name of your brand as well. What's next for
well,
you?
it was called Royal Rags.
Uh huh.
But as of today, I actually came up with a new name. I
Hmm.
actually settled it in my head. I'm gonna name it after my two nephews and my niece.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be the words Royal Seven, but it's gonna say 911 underneath of it. I'm
Hmm.
gonna have a sweatsuits out actually. I'm working on sweatsuits now, so I'm gonna
Okay,
have
cool.
sweatsuits hopefully out by Easter. That's my plan. This is going to be more of a. I'm gonna stick with the Royal Seven, but the Royal Seven 911 is more of like athletic wear, gym wear. I'm into that right now, so
Hmm.
that's like where I'm trying to stick at. I like sweatsuits and hoodies and stuff like that. But as far as for the future, I want to open. I'm trying to open a fabric store. I'm going to open up a fabric store in Baltimore City. We're going to talk that in existence. Not I'm trying to. I'm going to eventually. You know what I mean? Just try and get everything in order. But that's the plans. I love sewing. I do love sewing, but I'd rather teach people how to sew who want to sew and who probably can't afford to go to college or actually learn how to sew. Because I taught myself how to sew. Again, the guy that I learned how to sew from, he was I was just watching somebody. It was easy for me to catch on. So if I can give back to anybody, well, that's all I
Hmm.
want to do. That's that. Like again, I'm not in it for the money. Or I'm not in it for nothing. Like I get a thrill. Like just to know that I can help somebody else is good enough
Hmm.
for me.
It's
So
dope. And
yeah, but
you have such a joy of your nieces and nephews, right? And
yeah,
do you ever want kids of your own? You ever thought
hell
about
no.
kids?
We not. Wait, I've been there, done that. I didn't try it. I'm about to be 40 years. I'm about to be 40 years old, baby. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Like, yeah, I got a nephew. My nephew, baby, he's nothing like us. He's light skinned and hazel and green and blue eyes. Like he not like none of us. And he see everybody. He's like perfect baby. And all he do is cry when he with his mama. Cry, cry, cry. I don't want that. I don't want that.
You don't
I'm
want
too
that.
old for
You don't
that.
want that.
I'm trying to travel the world, like go for I'm trying to do some other thing. A baby gonna slow me up. Like I can go all day without eating. I can go and say eat what eat. Now, I can't do that with my baby. I
Right.
got we ain't doing that. Like no, I can eat dinner at 11 o'clock. I can't do that with no kid. Then it,
Right.
nah,
Yeah.
nah. I like my
Can't be
nieces and
brought up
nephews,
for
and that's
charges
it.
of child abuse. You should be
Yeah,
get
right, right. Yeah, so I like them. Whenever I can watch them for my sisters, I could. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I can do for my went to Walmart today, but my nephew some stuff. Right, I ain't got no money to be buying no stuff, and I'm in there buying baby stuff, right? So he can have this for Christmas. Right. But no, I don't want no kids. They're out for me. Gay kids, that's all I need.
okay.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
I don't want no kids.
Definitely, definitely. Well, that's dope. Well, Oliver, listen, as we conclude, I want to say, do you have any final thoughts or messages that you would like to share with people? It's been a great interview, and I really thank you for taking the time out and sitting with us because I know that this could be, kind of, uh, I don't want to say difficult, a little nerve wracking, maybe a little nervousness to be so open to the public like this on the span,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. cool. Just for somebody who's out there and listening or watching, that you're not the only one. You're not the only one that's going through it. If you really want help, just ask.
Just
There's
ask.
people out here, just ask. I might not know you from, if you want help, I can help you get it. You know what I'm saying? I do know, I didn't, well, I know people with, rehab centers, and, you know what I'm saying? I know places that you can go. I know people that can get you into places, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I, I can help if there's somebody who want to help, you know what I mean, who wants their help. But just if it's somebody when you sick and when you'll know when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Ain't that's what they say? Like, can't nobody tell you when you're ready. You gotta be ready. I don't care how many times you somebody wants you, you gotta do it for yourself. And every time you fall down 7, get up 8. You know what I
Hey,
mean? You know what I
hey,
mean?
message.
That's how you gonna do it.
That's the
You know what I
message
mean?
right there.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Right.
right.
No, it's no
That's it.
limit to getting right
Yeah,
back
and
up.
yeah, ain't no limit. Like it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, and some people take longer than others. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you get people. It ain't only take such and such that long. I don't see how. I'm not you. We don't move the same way. We are totally. Like they say, your God made all of us different. No, not one, not two people in the same world have the same fingerprint. So baby, we not going to think the same, walk the same, do the same thing. Just because it took you 6 years to get over whatever you going through, baby, and it took me 9. It might take Shorty 55 years. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? You can't put a time limit on when the person gonna be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Some people don't never get tired of sick and tired of being sick and tired because they keep letting that monkey ride their back. And some people don't sit down and talk about it and face the fact of what the problem is and why that monkey is riding their back or why they doing what they doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people get caught up in the whole doing what they doing and they forget the reason why they started doing it.
This is
You know what
true.
I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
you know what I mean, my thing is if you want to get if you ready, you know what I mean, it's help out there, and you'll know when you're sick and tired. And I and right? You'll know when you're sick and tired. And my sick and tired day ain't coming till recently. I mean, like I know I'm sick and I'm sick and tired of it. Shit, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I'm done. I'm
I hear
done.
you.
I can't
I
do it
hear
no
you.
more.
And we support that, and we congratulate you on that. And as you know, like you said, there's many resources out here. This is a platform as well, Born We Cares, which specializes in the use of crystal meth and mental health services that we can give to you. And so, just a couple of quick announcements. We want you to check out our Instagram for helpful tips on how to cope with mental health challenges during the holiday seasons. You know, the next holiday season that's coming up is Easter. Might not be for some, but for some, it might be, feel some sort of way, no family or isolated from family. Definitely reach out. Ballroom We Care is hosting its first annual free ball in New York City on July 19th this year, 2024. So save that date. It's going to be spectacular. Ballroom We Cares is doing it. We got the legends and icons involved. So they're going to make some really exciting categories and make everything fun for everybody. Coming soon is Ballroom Unsung, Ballroom We Care project. Coming your way soon. So we will be highlighting members of Ballroom who have made a mark on the floor, but we don't hear from them often. So we want to know what's up with them, and we want to know what's going on. So stay tuned for that. Also, please take advantage of Born We Care's free 101 crystal meth training. It's an opportunity to learn about the psychological, emotional, and physiological effects of crystal meth has on the body. It also educates you on the do's and don'ts when dealing with someone struggling with meth. Register on our website, which again is www.ballroomwecare.com. And also, Ballroom We Care is looking for 8 ambassadors for crystal meth statewide campaign. Stipend is $1,500. Please email us if you are interested at email us at contact@ballroomwecare.org. Again, we're looking for 8 ambassadors for crystal meth statewide campaign. The stipend that they're paying out is $1,500. Again, if you are interested in becoming an ambassador, please email us if you are at contact@ballroomwecare.org. We also are looking for Ballroom Community Advisory Board members to help us flush out our ideas about a statewide ballroom campaign. Please email us for info at contact again contact at ballroomweekhere.org. And also, when you go on our website, take our survey by visiting our website. I said it again. In case you missed this live, though, as we ended, it will be recorded and saved on the Ballroom Week Here website, and go to the homepage and just click on videos. Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in tonight with Ballroom Week Kids in the Spotlight with the one and only Oliver Icon, Oliver Ali, as I call you. You know, I thank you so much for being here and taking the time out and sharing your story with us, you know, because like you said, this is helpful for you. And so your story is going to be helpful for somebody else as well when they sit down, if they were watching it today or go back and watch it later on, you know. Again, we thank you so much for being here with us again today. I am your host for Ballroom Week Here's in the Spotlights, Father James Icon. We give you love, peace, and flowers. Have a good night.
Peace. All right. Let's go. 5 icon research.